It is 8:38, so what is next for singer Demi Lovato? And Jeopardy star says he's a short-timer. TMZ's Harvey Levin is in LA and joins us this morning. So I saw your headline this morning, Harvey, basically saying Demi Lovato too ill to even discuss rehab right now. I thought she was doing well, but wow, you found something out.
Yeah, no, she is not doing well. She is very, very sick. This was not an overdose where you take too many drugs and it goes out of your system and then you leave the hospital. She is still in the hospital. Wow. There's no exit date for her because she is, she's having, extreme nausea. She's having, high fevers, but there are other complications as well, we're told. This was she could have died during this overdose. I mean, it was really bad. They have not even discussed rehab with her, we're told. And it's ultimately up to her. Now, she has been receptive in the past. She went to rehab in 2010, and she's really celebrated sobriety,
right,
in various ways when she was sober for 6 years. So you would think that she might be receptive this time, but everybody around her says she absolutely needs it. We don't know yet whether she's receptive now.
Now, I think I remember reading that you guys had found out that it was actually like a few weeks before this that some people around her, her manager and some of the other people like in her circle, were actually talking to her about going to rehab, right?
Well, Lauren, they tried to stage an intervention with her and she wanted nothing to do with it.
Okay.
So they were that alarmed. They knew what was going on. This has been going on for a couple of months.
Okay.
Her people knew, but she just wouldn't do it. Now, whether things changed now that, this happened, we will see.
Yeah, you just hope it scared her enough to knock some sense into her and hope she gets some help, the help she needs. So let's talk about Alex Trebek, the host of Jeopardy. He's now talking about retirement, and I thought it was funny. He tossed out some names on who he thinks should replace him, and I was like, who? What?
Well, I had him on Objectified, which is our show on Sunday nights on Fox News Channel, on Sunday, and he said that his contract is up in 2020, and there is first he said there's less than a 50-50 chance that he'll come back, that he'll resign. Then he said to me, he said, I will have done it for 34 years, that's enough. Well, to me, that's saying, I'm hanging it up.
I'm with you.
As for, and then I asked him, I said, well, who do you want to replace you? He's got a lot of influence over this. He produces the show, with others there, and it's not like his voice is the only voice, but they care about what Alex thinks because handing the baton over is going to have an impact on viewers.
Right.
He wants the LA Kings announcer. His name is Alex Faust. He is 28 years old. He took over for a veteran, which is interesting because that's what we're talking about here, from the LA Kings a year ago. And Alex thinks he'd be great. So you're right. There are tons of celebrities who have said they wanted this job, badly wanted this job. And they would quit their main gig to get it. It's by the way, a great gig. He works 2 days a week. So
nice.
and like 39 weeks out of the year, 34 weeks out of the year. So he's got a fantastic job. But he thinks Alex would be the guy, and he loves the fact that his name is Alex too.
Is he super smart, Alex Trebek? I feel like because he's been like going over all of these like facts and stuff, and questioning these people all these years, that he's got probably a lot of insight and probably retains a lot of that.
Well, Lauren, that is exactly what I wanted to know. Whether he was as smart as he might come off as on the show, because look, he's reading the answers. The answer, the answer is yes.
Okay.
And the question is, who is Alex Trebek? He is that smart. He had a passion for reading books as a young kid. He carried that forward, and as I spoke to him, it was apparent this guy could win Jeopardy. That's
really?
That should say he absolutely, he is so smart. I'm telling you, it was really interesting. And by the way, Alex and I have history.
Oh, do you? What's the history?
Yeah. The history is that when I was in law school, at the University of Chicago, my first job, I went down to the University of Miami Law School to teach law school there. And I had a dream. I thought, wow, I'm going to win a boat on a game show. And then I can take a boat to Miami. And I thought, that would be fantastic, right? So I went on a show called High Rollers that he hosted.
Oh, no
And
way.
I'll tell you this real quickly. No, I'll tell you this real quickly. In the middle of the game, the show was over, so I had to come back the next day, which is only 20 minutes later when you're shooting it, and pretend like, oh, it's the next day. And the only time you actually show your suit and your pants is if you win. You have to walk out and roll the dice. And I was losing so badly to this housewife from Van Nuys, but I still wanted to win. Alex looked at me and said, if I were you, I'd just change the coat. Don't worry about the pants.
Oh, no. He knew you were
by
the
the
winner.
way, he was right. This woman, Audrey, destroyed me.
Love that. All right, you're a winner now. Thanks, Harvey. You can see
I won a vacuum cleaner.
Oh, see, you won. That's good. Vacuum cleaner. Hey, better than going home empty-handed.
Audrey won $10,000.
Jeez. Well, hey, you win some, you lose some. You can see TMZ weeknights 11 p.m., weekdays at 3 p.m. here on Fox 4. You can also find a link to the show's website on our website, Fox 4 News.